All right, by Saturday morning, Fall Creek, Wisconsin. 1 minute walk to work, and here's what I'm thinking about today. So last night I was at the football game, and I was standing by the end zone, and it was youth night. So there were kids everywhere, right? Most of these kids were actually behind the stands playing in their own pickup football game. So we forced a punt on the first series, and our return guy, Jacob Wathke, is back to receive the punt. Jacob's a fantastic kid, just an absolutely phenomenal kid. He catches the ball, and he runs the ball to the 5-yard line, and people are going crazy. Crowd's going crazy. His teammates are going crazy, right? And these kids that are playing in their own pickup game ran from their pickup game up to the field to see what was going on. But they missed it, right? So the second series, we forced another punt, and the announcer says, Jacob Wathke back to receive the punt for the Crickets, and as soon as he said it, kids ran from their own game up to the field to see what was going to happen. And he catches a punt, and he runs it back for a touchdown, and his teammates go bananas, and the crowd goes crazy, and everybody rushes, and they're jumping on top of him, right? And there's this big mob just jumping up and down, and I look next to me, and all these kids that had come up to watch it are doing the same thing, jumping up and down in a big group, patting each other on the heads like they got helmets on, right? Then they went back, and they did punt returns behind the stands, right? They just wanted to be like him. And this happens with kids and athletes all the time. But it also happens with adults in schools. The way that we talk about kids and colleagues is the way that anyone new is going to talk about kids and colleagues. They notice when we smile. They notice how we interact with our kids. They notice if they walk by our office or our classroom and our door is always closed. They notice how we interact with each other, right? So the leadership challenge for next week is simply this. Be the adult that the other adults want to be like. Think about the last 5 adult interactions you had at school. If someone new walked by those interactions, what story would they tell when they went home? Right? These kids spent 10 seconds watching a punt return. And they spent the rest of the night trying to recreate it. Not just because of the return, but because of how his teammates reacted to him. Just got to take care of each other. All right, people, that's all I got. We're all staying together, man. Have a great week, everybody. Go Crickets!